Aloha! We're now in the 12th and final chapter of Making China Modern, Ambitions and Anxieties about Contemporary China. However, the book was published in 2019, so there's a gap between the end of this writing and what is going on in China today. And we'll talk about some of those issues at the end of this PowerPoint. Xi Jinping took office as president in 2012, anxious that communist rule in China could flounder. The CCP needed to maintain economic growth, exercise strict control over an increasingly wealthy and diverse society. In search of resources, China built a global presence that started to shift the balance of world power. Here's a picture of Xi Jinping. You've probably seen him in the news. Inequalities were on the rise. Environmental pollution threatened the quality of life. Li Keqiang was appointed prime minister in 2013, number 2 in power behind Xi Jinping. In 2013, China adopted the 60 points, 22 of which outlined a new economic policy. And this is Li Keqiang, the number 2 guy in China. Now I want to walk you through how the China government works. Xi Jinping's the most powerful figure in China's political system, and his influence mainly comes from his position as the General Secretary of the CCP. So there he is, and he's surrounded by 6 other guys. He's the core of the 7-member Standing Committee of the Politburo. While in theory they make decisions by consensus, Xi is the core and not, as they say, the first among equals. It's not an absolute dictatorship, as the other 6 are also important. The 7 members are in a 25-member Politburo, making up the pinnacle of leadership power in the Communist Party. So there's leading groups, military and civilian, internet security, Taiwan affairs, etc., and these all report to Xi. The groups, so as China's president, he's the head of state, but the head of the government is the premier and number 2 in the party, Li Keqiang. You just saw his picture. So his thing does the state council and runs all ministries, including the People's Bank of China, the central bank. There are dual reporting structures in all Chinese ministries as government agencies. A minister is often the secretary of the ministry's party committee, which means he reports to the premier in one channel, and the real reporting line is the party. So I'm going to just kind of skip through these things. So all of these different areas, really report to Xi Jinping. And one interesting one is the judiciary. China says it's a country run according to rule by law. In some areas, such as commercial law, judgments are increasingly seen as fair and independent. But in general, quote, rule by law is really the rule of the party by its own laws. So that's pretty much the National People's Congress is a rubber stamp agency. The CPPCC is the House of Commons. The Chinese People's Political Consultative Congress is a House of Lords with only an advisory role. So that's a pretty much summary of how the China government is run, and really it is run. Xi Jinping is the guy. I'm going to stop there, and we'll take it up in the next part.